Mastermind family, welcome back to the show. I am your host, JoJo, and today's Artist Motivation, where we bring on the hottest, latest artists and allow them to provide insight, inspiration, and motivation so you can go out and create amazing content. And today's special guest is Christopher Brown. Christopher Brown, welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
Yo, what up, JoJo? I appreciate you having me on the show, man. It's such an honor.
No worries, no worries, no worries. And before we get the show started, we got to do the sound off call for the day, right? Mastermind family in the building. And so, Chris, tell a little about yourself and, to the people and what you're working on, man.
Yeah, so my name is Christopher Brown. I'm the sole proprietor of Fools Entertainment, which is a production company that's based out here in San Francisco. We handle all forms of entertainment, from film, photography, 2D, 3D animation, music production, and sound design. And we've been doing this for about 2 years now. And last year, May, we recently released our first property, which is Omega Black, which is a fusion between American-style comic books and Japanese manga. So you can still get like the regular front and back in a comic book, but the interior of Omega Black is literally out of a Japanese manga.
Okay. That is dope, man. Okay, so tell us, how did you get started as an artist, and what did that look like? How'd you get started?
Man, it started like when I was a kid. My first comic book that I done was the stick figure comic book about two brothers trying to save a girl. It was literally like a rip from Double Dragon, the Nintendo series.
Okay.
So that was like my first thing. It was absolutely horrible. It was stick figures, so every character was stick figures. It was a comic book to me,
Yeah.
So like that was just one of those things. But cartoons like Gundam Wing, Ronin Warriors, Dragon Ball, that propelled me to want to like read more manga and know more manga, and that's what got me onto Akira and Death Note, and it just blew the whole mind for me right there. I was just like, what if I, try to add to this whole legacy of storytelling? Like, what would it be like? You never know until you try. So I just sat down and took out my notebook and just started writing.
That's cool.
6 months later, we had a whole entire saga, and I had everything broken down from issue 1 to issue 10. And it looked good to me. I made sure that it worked first. I checked it around with a lot of my peers, because I went to the Academy Art here in San Francisco. So a lot of us been trained by these teachers, to be part of the industry, but they don't really teach you how to be part of the industry for yourself.
Oh.
So it was just one of those things, just finding the right people. Me and Jesus, we were at the same school. We linked up, and we had the same love for manga and comic books. So it's just like, hey, I got this script. You want to take a look at it? And he hasn't really seen scripts like what I did before. Like, usually when people come out with comic books, they have like an idea. They don't never really have like the whole entire saga was planned on do.
Right.
So he was pretty shocked about that, but out of that shock, he saw potential, and so that's how we were able to work together to get Omega Black started.
That is super, super dope, man. So it's you and Jesus that are working on that project, right?
Yes, sir. We had Jonathan Williams, and we just added on my wife, Smalga Brown. She's one of the inkers. So it's just all of us as a team, just trying to get this whole thing.
That is so cool, man. No. So like, okay, what, from where you started to where you are, like, did you experience any like negativity when you got started? And if so, like, how did you get past it?
Honestly, I did. When I before we even launched the book, I was putting out little snippets here and there. We did a trailer for the first issue, and I believe the trailer did 20,000 views within the first week. So there's a lot of hype going with it. with some of my peers that I was known for, when I was young, they wasn't too happy with that. So I saw a lot of drawback from people. Some people said that the characters wasn't black enough. Some people said that they weren't human enough.
Really?
It was my first book. Yeah, I know, right? Some people said that since this is my first book, that I don't have the experience to have like a strong story.
What?
So it was just a lot of throwbacks. There was a lot of throwbacks. But then I had a lot of, good people, professional people come at me and tell me that, you got a really good piece of work here. You need to keep this going. So it was kind of half and half. I just had to see the focus. I had to stay focused and literally just know what I want. I want this series to be like this. This is like my vision. We're going to have to stick to it because it's going to work. As long as we can stick to the vision, it will work.
Yeah.
And we stuck with it. And, we just added on Jorge Jimenez from DC. This is our first DC artist working with this for this project. He worked on Super Sons a couple years ago. So, now we have Jorge, Jesus, Jonathan, my wife, and myself working on this now. I'm telling you, it's turned out to be a pretty interesting story right now. And I didn't even see it coming out like this. But I just stayed focused on it and it just kept going. I guess the more you stay focused and the more positive you look at it, the people that are going to be a part of it, they will see that and they will gravitate to you.
Yeah.
But you gotta put it out there. You gotta put that energy out there.
Exactly. Wow, that is really amazing. Congratulations to you and the team that you've basically formed based off of your vision. That's really amazing. So I guess what have you found useful as far as developing a story and crafting it and inking the characters and stuff like that? What have you found useful to do that you could give as tips to artists out there?
One of the key things that I was trying to make a point clear is that Omega Black is not a SJW character. You have a lot of characters nowadays in American comic books that's just so fueled with political identity. And comic books as a whole, yes, it was used for political propaganda for back in the day, but it was used for an escapism for people to not focus on what was going on in those times. They can actually escape that and read the books.
Right.
Now you are having such a hard time right now in our reality, with Facebook, depression, and all this other crazy stuff that's going on with our government. People don't have that escapism anymore because when you pick up a comic book, it still feels as if you're being taught to or you're being yelled at. And I didn't want to have that stigma. So I made it as a really focused point to keep the story on the story and not the politics. So goes back to what I was telling you earlier when I was giving heartache about the characters not being black enough. I had to let them understand that this is a different civilization from a different planet. Realistically, these people don't even know what humans are.
Right.
And realistically, these people don't even know what color is because this is their home world. This is what they know.
Right.
People don't know about color until you come to Earth, and then you have that divide. So I'm saying that they're not black enough. You can't say that because they don't know what that is.
Right.
They're true to themselves. So as long as you're true to yourself, you're all good.
Damn, that's beautiful. That's well said, man. And that's crazy that you would get flack like that your character's not black enough. But okay.
It's one of those things. But you just gotta make it the focal point that it's not about the blackness. It's about the character of the character.
Right.
And that's going to make the story propel.
Right. The development.
If the story is good and there is a reason why the reader is going to be caught up in your character, then you already got this. You don't have to make it objective to literally state the fact that your character is a color character or a transgender character.
Yeah.
You should just let that character live his life because then it's going to grab whatever it's going to grab. People are going to be motivated, but you got to make that character motivation.
Exactly.
And I think nowadays more people are confused with what civilization is going on. That's what a hero is. It doesn't matter if he's going to rip his body to shreds, as long as the people behind him is safe and protected. He is fine with that. That's what a true hero is. And you see a lot of heroes nowadays that are heroes for selfish reasons. Mm-hmm. And like that goes back to the Green Goblin in the old ways of telling comic book stories. It was the selfishness of characters is which propelled them to be villains.
Right.
Now we're seeing the same. Now it's like the opposite is changing. So I wanted to make it apparent that Omega Black is, is a good character, literally searching for justice, not for the ideology of his color, but for the greater good of people.
Correct.
And there's going to be things that's going on in the story that's going to make him, it's going to bring back his past from where he is, and he has to balance himself between being a human being and trying to be a Omega being, from his home world. So it's a little bit of a conflict, but you'll get that conflict. It just won't be driven into your face to where it's identity politic, but more just part of the story.
Sure. Okay. And I guess like.
And sorry if I just rambled off like that. Sorry if I rambled off just like.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. You're fine. That's.
Sometimes I get like this. I just go in a little bit too deep with it.
No, you get passionate about it, right? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, man. And I guess those are really some good, pointers is to, kind of, don't focus so much on a political agenda and just focus on, really telling the story for the character and let the character development, kind of like express how it needs to express without, some type of agenda behind it. So
exactly.
I follow that, and that's really amazing. So, a lot of artists struggle with this, but like, how do you promote your work and get your work out there, as an artist or a team, and get people on board with it?
One of the big things is that we all promote. That's like one of the big things I highlight as a publisher with everybody who's working with us. Either somebody promote one day and then the next day you take a break, but another person promotes. But as long as everybody has talked about the project, then it should be fine. Because if one person doesn't say anything, it's going to tell the reader that that person is either not interested in his own projects, and then why would that person who is going to spend money with you be interested in buying your projects if you're not telling them about your projects?
Right.
So I make it really clear to let people know, like, hey, don't be afraid to tell people that you're working on a project. If you want, it's like a resume for you, man. Because if you do well on this, then other people are going to want you to be on their work. But you have to start somewhere. This is your stepping stone. You have to treat this as your gold right now, because you never know who's watching, you never know who's looking. And I try to use my social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I've been on LinkedIn for almost like a year and a half now. And honestly, LinkedIn has worked out so well for us.
How so?
It's ridiculous.
How so?
I mean, day and like literally letting people know and connecting with different people and different businesses. It's a different way of letting people know that your product is out there, and it's letting the I would say distributors know that your product is out there. You just gotta think, LinkedIn is nothing but a whole bunch of companies looking for ways to grow their businesses.
Cool.
Omega Black is our first property, so we own all the rights to the characters. That means if anybody wants to use Jafar or Shula, they would have to come to me and ask me for permission. We have to talk about licensing and all that good stuff.
Exactly.
Which is like how you really make money in comic books. A lot of people confuse that you make a lot of money in comic books. The money is not in the books. The money is in your characters. It's in the intellectual properties.
Correct.
You can try to make money off your book, but like you're gonna. We're in the middle of a culture war when it comes down to comic books right now. So you gotta stick to one thing.
And that's really good points, man. Like people are sleeping on LinkedIn, man. You can get a lot of noticeable eyes on LinkedIn if you do it right.
I mean, we're right now. We already found a translator who just recently moved to San Francisco, but he heard of us from LinkedIn. And now we're able to translate Omega Black from English into Japanese, which is really, really cool, because now you'll be able to have Omega Black, and hopefully a little bit down the road, you'll have an actual he's writing and everything. That wouldn't happen if we would never, put out our work on the day. Nobody would have known that it exists. Nobody would have known, like, hey, those people might actually need a translator. It's just those things like that. Those small things, man, really help you to make your product stand out.
Absolutely. That's really amazing. I'm telling you, that's what I said. People, if you're listening to this, you need to go and make a LinkedIn page. Go do it.
Yes.
And just use it. Even if you got no followers, just use it and start connecting.
Use it, because you never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. You never know who's listening. You never know who's looking for that next thing to put onto their company's catalog. You never know. Exactly.
Because
you look at it again, the comic book industry is kind of going to a little bit of a culture war. You got Marvel and DC, they're not really doing too well right now. And those are the two biggest publishers right now. And if the two big publishers right now are really doing good, what is you make that thing for the other publishers that's along with them?
Exactly.
It's hard.
Exactly.
It's really, really hard. And so companies don't want to take the risk. So, you gotta make sure you have some good stuff. And there's a lot of indie works right now that are getting to the forefront because they have the ratings behind it. People are searching them out. People are reading indie comic books more now than they're reading Marvel and DC.
Correct.
Which is absolutely crazy, but at the same time, it's good for the comic book industry because it's the whole thing to grow.
Correct. So that's.
And we need more writers. We need more creators, man. Like we need way more. We need more.
You're right. Because, but there's so many people out there that, I've touched bases with, like, they had an idea and then they scrapped it because they're like, people won't like it. I mean, like, you never know until you put it out.
You never know. I mean, I had my doubts too, when I first started, but like, again, it came to a point where I was like, am I going to keep writing this stuff and just have it sit in my binder and then I know about it, or am I actually going to really do something about this, find a team, get this thing into comic book form, and start getting these properties under our belts?
Exactly.
If I waited way long enough, it would have never got done. So I had to make it a point to go ahead and do this now. This is important now. And I'm like, hell, I wrote the first saga when my daughter was first born. So like, I was up like 4 o'clock in the morning, had my daughter in one hand and a pencil and paper in the other. Because I knew that I needed to get this done, no matter what. I need to get this done because nobody else is going to do it for me. I have to sit down and do this.
Exactly. That's amazing. Okay, so we got big questions. Like, what are some mistakes you've seen other artists do that you would recommend them avoid?
One of the big things is that you have new illustrators that come out of the academy schools, and everybody wants to start off the gates fast. Yeah, I completely understand. I wanted to start off the gate fast, but we have to come to terms with reality that we're all not Stan Lee, we're all not Jack Kirby, and we all need to work ourselves from the bottom to that level. You can't just come out of the school and say you want to be paid $400 a page, because like, dude, you want to be paid $400 a page with a publisher who doesn't even make that much money, or no less make that many books go out there. You want $400 a page, and we just heard of you. Like, you gotta be realistic with your stuff, man. You gotta be realistic because everybody has a starting point. Everybody has a starting point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you get what you put in.
Yeah.
So if you're putting in loads of overtime and it's your own properties, man, you're gonna be good. But like, you gotta come off the pedestal a little bit, because it's also hurting comic books. If you got somebody paying $400 a page, what if they don't make that money back in sales? Like, and then the illustrator is like, well, I got my money, but the publisher's like, well, we're actually closing for business because we spent well over $400,000 just so that way we can get the property done.
Right.
You know, and like you don't want that stuff to happen because it creates bad blood for publishers, and then it creates a whole mess for other future writers and creators who want to get their books out there, and they won't be able to get their books out there because the publisher has this thing over their head because the last illustrator ripped them off about $400,000. They only made $1,000 back within a year. That $400,000 being spent.
Exactly.
That's not good.
Exactly.
That's not a real number. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
but you don't know how many people I get that do not understand the concept of if you don't sell, you don't get out of jail, basically. If you don't sell, you ain't gonna get your ass out of jail.
Right.
It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. And it's going to be on the fault of the publisher, not the fault of everybody else. And everybody needs to start taking accountability nowadays. You need to start taking accountability. And if you want something, you got to work hard to get it.
So true. So
you got to
true.
work hard to get it.
So true. So true. Okay, we have a question from one of our viewers. Elements of is there any elements of alchemic symbols in your comics? And if so, would you be able to share that?
Like Egyptian?
Yeah, like
I mean, if you look at it a bit, I studied Egyptian mythology a lot, so I know the Egyptian trinity of Osiris, Isis, and Horus.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do look at it, you do see glimpses of Egyptian mythology from it. So my whole idea was, what if Egyptians weren't Egyptians? What if Egyptians were species from another planet, and we just call them Egyptians? You know? That's how I kind of wanted to do it, and that's why I wanted to make it that connection between Omega beings and humans. You know, from the Egyptian pyramids, maybe there was connection between one of the older civilizations on planet Omega that came to planet Earth, and started that whole thing with the Egyptian mythology. Like, what is it? That's what I wanted to grab from it. It's always possibilities, but again, this is just a sci-fi story, so fiction, science fiction story, so it's not real.
Right.
But you do see the Renaissance. Like Jafar is definitely a resemblance of Osiris in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Shula being Set. Same thing with James being Horus. I got it all from that family trinity.
Man, okay.
And then you got Cleo. Cleo is James's mother or Jafar's wife. She's like the Isis.
Okay.
My opinion.
Okay. So that's actually really good to actually hear that. It shows a little bit of creativity and a little deeper thinking and putting a little twist to it. So I guess
I wanted to take something from the Egyptian mythology, but I wanted to make it a little bit interesting. That way, it's not like a straight direct from Egyptian mythology, but you see the potential from it. That you can see a little bit from it. Get that Egyptian mythology from it.
Yeah. And so I guess something that we want to kind of like ask is like, what keeps you motivated to finish your work, and what keeps you motivated to like finish what you started? Like, what keeps you motivated, man?
So this past weekend I was at Ace Comic Con over in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Big names was there. One of the biggest was Todd McFarlane. He created Spawn, Venom. He did a lot of amazing work.
Okay.
That was our first Comic Con outside of California. And let's just say that Arizona is not as expressive to art as we are here in California. It's just one of those things. We have a little bit of a vivid imagination over here.
Mm-hmm.
So like getting the story out there to those people, they weren't accustomed to seeing those type of images.
Okay.
Which is hard, for some point. We never had really big positive images of African American characters like that out there. So they're not used to seeing somebody create that, But one of the big things that happened is that we were sitting next to a great illustrator. He does a lot of work for DC and Marvel. And a group of kids came in there with their dad, and they were African American kids. They went straight to the Marvel and DC table, and it was just talking about how cool the illustrators was. You know, there go Deadpool, Wolverine, and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if that's what characters you like, that's the characters you like. That's the stories you like. What really hit me was the dad took one look at our table and saw all the posters and the books that we had, and he literally grabbed his two sons and was like, "Hey, we need to go to this table right here. We need to go to this table right here and look at all of this." And they ran over there, and they were so blown away that they seen these images of Omega Black and the potential of what it could be, to where they just lost their minds and grabbed everything from our free posters to the free bookmarks, and they wanted me to sign them.
Man.
Like, that's what keeps me motivated. and plus my family, you know, my family is with me at the Comic Cons too. I bring my wife and my daughter, because my wife is part of the project with me. It's something that we're able to work on together. Something that we didn't get a chance when we were at the academy. So that's also what drives me. The simple fact that I can go to work every day and be with somebody I love, and she has the same vision as I do, and just going out there and showing other Black kids that there are images that's positive. You know, that's not part of the Marvel and DC, you know, family. That there are indie publishers that make cool comic books that they can look forward to, and that they themselves can somehow later on down the line get in the industry.
Absolutely.
You know, just by seeing this right here, now they know that, okay, I can do this too. I just have to try.
Exactly.
And that is the big motivator. That's what motivates me right there. That's what hit me hard right there. Just seeing more kids, Black kids, being able to get into comic books, be able to read these comic books, and be able to know that it's possible, that they can get these positive images, and that they themselves can create these positive images.
Absolutely, man. That's a really good, you know, way to use your family to, you know, motivate, and just the fact that they're even involved makes it even that much better, because you're not working on something separate and she's not working on something separate. You know, everybody's like, you know, involved, which makes it that much special. You know.
Yeah, it does. It really does, man. It makes it really easy, because you know, the first saga, the first issue, my wife wasn't on there. It was just me, Jesus, and Jonathan. And like, you know, I spent a lot of time from home. My wife really wanted to be part of the project, but I didn't know if it was going to be cool with Jesus and Jonathan. You know, it was just one of those things. But I was like, yo, let's get her on. We need as much help as possible to finish out this saga. If people want to be on this project and they're good, why not? You know, let's get this together and let's build up this universe, because hey, maybe we can have a whole team of illustrators that can create a whole team of superheroes, can create a whole thing of books. Now you have a whole catalog of not just Omega Black, but you got other heroes that you can go read. Like, that was the whole big thing for me, is just adding as much help as possible, adding as much illustrators as possible, so we have a huge team. Now it takes us about 5.5 weeks to put out a book. Like, what if we have more illustrators? We can put out 2 books within a month. Hell, if we have more illustrators, we can put 3 books in with a month. And there's just more storytelling.
Shoot, that is amazing, man. So, okay, tell us, what should we expect coming from your company and your team that you guys are working on?
So right now, we're currently working on issue 3. Jorge Jimenez is working with us on this one too. So you're gonna have, I say you're actually gonna have a way better art style from here on than you did in the first 2 issues. And I still think that the first 2 issues are really good art styles with Jesus Piciano. I think he did a fantastic job. But you know, it's really tough for one person to do all that work. You know, and be consistent.
Absolutely.
It's really tough. In San Francisco, it's really tough. So, you know, adding the guys to help us finish this out, it's going to make the series a whole lot better and make it more consistent. And hell, I already started writing the second saga right now, so like, I'm a little bit of ahead.
Nice.
But you're going to see a lot. We're actually working on prototypes for action figures.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing that we're doing, and we're working on a Indiegogo, which we're going to be set to release, I believe, next Wednesday.
Ooh.
Yes, next Wednesday. So we can, ask for a whole bunch of backers, so that way we can continue to keep putting out the stories of Omega Black, and to, get prototypes done. Hopefully we can get that to a distributor. I want to have a Omega Black action figure line by Christmas time, which would be absolutely amazing, especially, for Black Friday, going out there giving out free toys and stuff like that. I would love to do something like that.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Okay. You got a lot of things in the pipeline.
And at Indiegogo, we're also trying to take care of a animation for Omega Black.
Mm-hmm.
And it costs us a lot of money to get animes done, So we need the backing to get that done, because the anime is going to help propel the manga to more people,
Mm-hmm.
That's just how animes and comic books and mangas go nowadays. It's always the animation that propels the books. If you look at Dragon Ball Z, like the TV show helps sells the manga, even though they both tell totally different stories. The cartoon still does make the comic book sell, and so that's what eventually we're trying to get to. And hell, 10 years, 20 years down the road, I would love to see an Omega Black movie, like a live action movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That'd be dope, because we still haven't yet see Icon or a Static Shock movie come out. So I would love to see Omega Black hit the screen. I would love to see it.
Hey man, all things are possible, right? So you just gotta continue to put that work in.
Keep on working.
That's
exactly.
It.
You gotta put that work in. Gotta put work in.
Okay. So there's some things that would have helped artists, along the way before they got started. So what are something you wish someone had told you before you got started?
To pick really good people to work with. People who are not trying to look for a quick dollar sign. People who are going to look for the long term,
mm-hmm.
and look to finish out the series, and look for what the series means for a lot of people. That's going to bring the cash. Looking at it as if we're doing the world, something big to help people, get their minds out of what they got themselves into. As far as African Americans, giving them something to look at as far as positivity, and having a character that's their own, which is really, really big to me nowadays, is having characters that are created by me, that look like me, that inspire people like me, but not preaching the black trouble, but giving them an image to look up to.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually really good, tips, because honestly, you can work with anybody. You can even work with the best artist out there, or the best writer. But if their energy is not right, their attitude's weird, they want a quick buck, quick dollar, it's gonna ruin everything.
It's gonna ruin everything. It's gonna ruin everything, and it's gonna ruin the way you look at stories.
Correct.
So make sure you're just working with good people, like really, really good people. People who understand you, people who trust your decision making, people who see the bigger picture of things.
Yeah, and people who can catch the vision, because we're all leaders, but you got to cast a vision for people to actually see, and be like, oh, I can join that journey. I can ride with that vision. As long as we have a direction and a vision, I'm with it, and I'm for the long term, not a quick dollar. So
exactly.
I would agree with you on that. So, okay, Christopher, what are some final words of wisdom you would like to impart on the show, man?
Man, this is a super dope experience. I hope to be back. I hope who's ever listened is motivated to create their own comic books, their own heroes. And I hope that whoever's listening can see that I myself is, a good person, that I do care about my storytelling, and I do care about the people that I work with, so that way we can all do better work and get to better places and do more things and just tell more stories. But I just appreciate the time that you had me come on this radio station and just talk to you for a bit. This is really dope, and I really appreciate that.
Hey man, the pleasure is all mine. It's been an honor just to sit down and listen to your story and just hear a little bit about your journey and just where you're at and where you're going. And so this was as awesome for me as I hope it was awesome for you. And we really do appreciate you being on the show. and providing inspiration to the people. So where can the people find more of your work, and where can they connect with you?
As far as Omega Black, you can get it from Amazon. The physical copies are on there right now. The digital con is on Comixology for $1.99. It's very, very affordable, and it's very, very easy to access if you download the Comixology app. And issue 2 is going to be out there next Wednesday on Comixology. If you want to get ahead, you can go pick up issue 2 now on Amazon and get ahead of everybody. As far as the way to get in contact with me, you can reach me on Instagram, Matic0007. That's MATIC0007. I'm also on Facebook, Chris L. Brown. My website, foolsentertainment.com. You can catch up on all the Comic Cons we went to last year, as well as the ones that we've been a part of. And you can catch our trailers on our website as well from both issue 1 and issue 2. There's a 6-minute documentary with me, Jesus, and Jonathan, literally talk about how we all came together and put Omega Black together. But just, that's all the stuff that you can find me.
Hey, and we will see everybody on the next episode.